I grew up in the tight-knit small community of Brenham, an hour outside of Houston. With an older brother and a younger sister, there were always a lot of people around and community events to attend throughout the week. I never thought about community because it was always there. So moving to a big city after college, which was also in a small town, and taking a corporate job was a really big step for me. Most Sundays, all I wanted was to see a familiar face in HEB. In the first 22 years of my life, it was normal to run into people I knew at the grocery store, sporting events, dining out, and church on Sunday. For the first time, I realized I would have to put effort into finding community. During my young professional days, I tried out a few churches around the city, but nothing stuck, and Sundays were always the hardest for my loneliness. I tried to find community through social committees, industry organizations, intramural-style sports leagues, philanthropic boards. I was involved in a lot around the city. And all of these organizations were fun, worthwhile, and helped me meet a lot of good people. But I still felt so lonely, especially on Sundays. I have an old journal with pages of prayers asking God for a change, something more fulfilling, something that would feel more like home, and something that would feel meaningful. I would always resort to driving home to Brenham most weekends to hide out at my parents' and tag along with their social lives and their church communities. Then I started going to City Church, and similar to others who have told their story, I would just slip in and slip out, never stopping at the Connect Center or daring to volunteer for any of the things they kept promoting on stage. A friend asked me if I would volunteer with the youth group, and I thought, why not? It's just 1 hour of my time on Sunday. Well, 4 years later, the Lord has provided so much more than I could have imagined from that 1 hour a week commitment. Serving with City Youth, not only am I constantly learning from our bright students, but I have had the privilege of forming relationships with all of the families who have really made me feel like family in this big city. When I started attending City Church, House of Blues felt so large, dark, and intimidating. Now, as I walk up the 3 flights of stairs, I get excited to see so many familiar and new faces each Sunday. Through Sunday mornings, youth events, church-wide socials, and my husband and my Wednesday City group, they have provided me the life-giving community touch points that help this big city feel like the small town I grew up in. If you are feeling disconnected, I would highly encourage you to find a space at City Church to connect. It is worth it. Thank you.